What's going on, guys? Been a while since my last video. Hopefully the audio is a bit better with this new mic I picked up. So I blew my account after requesting $20,000 in total payouts back in June. So you can see my last payout was in June 16th, blew those account, and then took a bit of time to actually get back to being funded and requesting a payout. So within that time frame, let me just request these payouts real quick before something magically happens. Let's just do the max. What is this? Max. Oh, there we go. Scared me. Request payout. Max. Request payout. Okay, there we go. So the last payout that I requested took only just a few minutes to actually get approved, and then it showed up in the bank account. With this one, I'm hoping they don't take some time on it, just because I popped up on their radar. To make it short, I did something back in December and they almost banned the account. So I'll make a separate video on that one. But they are giving me another chance. So hopefully these ones get through and get approved. So what happened back in June? I think I started sizing up due to overconfidence, and that's what pretty much blew the accounts. I do remember taking some winning days where it was pretty much like, oh, I'll be up $900, and then I'm like, oh, I do see another opportunity, and then that $900 can be a better cushion, and eventually that $900 became negative $1,500. So my issue right now is just knowing when to stop. But I think what's helping so far is knowing that I only need a minimum of $150 per day to actually get a payout eligibility. So if you guys don't know, to qualify for a payout, it's $150 for 5 days, and then after that, you can take 50% of whatever your account balance is. So with my goal, since you can only take 50% and the max payout is $2,000 per account, my goal is to pretty much build it up towards that $4,000 range, even if it goes past the 5 days. I can't really suggest doing that because I have gone to times. There's been plenty of times where I've gone to like a $4,000 account size, but I would only require like one more day to achieve the payout. And then next thing you know, I could have taken out like even 90% of the max payout. And then next thing you know, my account is blown. So there's times that I regret that. So it's not something that I really recommend unless you're pretty confident that you can prevent those accounts from blowing up. Let's just refresh and see. Okay, it's pending. Okay, so with these accounts, I'll probably make a separate video on basically what I did. So the reason how I got these payouts was the strategies were a little bit different. Pretty much I was relying on the 9 and 30 moving average weighted, and I was taking pretty like careful trades to where I had to wait hours for just a trade to happen, and that typically happens between Asia and London session. I don't trade New York anymore. It's just a little bit too volatile for my strategy, in my opinion. I have a pretty tight stop loss around 10 to 15 points, and New York usually just takes me out within seconds. So I've found out that Asia and London is a lot better. Let's refresh again. Let's see, what else do I need to go over? Yeah, so I'll make a separate video about how I got these funded and how I was able to request a payout. The strategies that I use for these ones they're a little bit different. I'm still working on refining it. I think later on in the future, I'm going to start making videos on how I've been using multiple time frames for my strategies, which has actually helped me tremendously. Before, I was only relying on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, but now I'm relying on, pretty much the main time frames like the 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. So, with that being said, I'm excited to put out that video. Hopefully, I can get to it soon. I know a lot of people have been asking me to kind of get that strategy together so that way they can use that and kind of refine it under their own strategy. I've had a few friends take a look at my strategy and have used it and have become profitable by implementing it within their own strategies. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching.